Welcome back to Rocky Watches Movies. Today we're diving into the world of action, adventure and a whole lot of explosions as we look into the A-Team from 1983. It ran for 5 seasons and was a favourite of many a child. So whether you're a long-time fan or a newcomer, stick around to find out some fascinating behind-the-scenes facts about this iconic series that captured audiences' hearts in the 80s and remains a cult favourite today. So light a cigar and let's plough through 20 things you never knew about the A-Team. The A-Team's GMC van is almost as iconic as its characters, but contrary to popular belief, it wasn't just black and red. The van was actually black, red and grey, with the grey just above the red detailing. This misconception is not surprising for a couple of reasons. The first is that a lot of the time the van looks all black because of the way the light, or lack thereof, changes the colour of the top half. This scene from the 3rd episode perfectly demonstrates this. At first the van appears all black, but when it's parked up you can clearly see the grey. Also fueling this Mandela effect is the fact that a lot of toys modelled on the iconic vehicle tended to be just black and red, hence many mistakenly assume that was how it looked on the show. The van even has its own cult following, with some fans going so far as to build replicas from original 1980s GMC vans. One of the most famous examples is a replica built by 2 brothers, Liam and Jerome Brett, who scoured the globe to find authentic parts for their A-Team van, creating one of the most accurate replicas in existence. When the A-Team first hit the airwaves, George Peppard was the biggest name in the cast, thanks to his success in films like Breakfast at Tiffany's. But tensions arose when Mr. T quickly stole the limelight and became the face of the show, earning a higher salary than Peppard. Peppard reportedly wasn't pleased, especially after Mr. T allegedly demanded certain crew members be fired. The 2 actors famously did not get along, often refusing to speak to one another off camera. While Peppard and Mr. T might not have got along off camera, the 2 men did have something in common. They were the only members of the core ensemble on the A-Team to have actually served in the military. Peppard served in the United States Marine Corps from 1946 to 1948, rising to the rank of corporal. Mr. T, born Lawrence Tureau, enlisted in the army after being expelled from university. He served in the military police before embarking on his acting career. Dwight Schultz's portrayal of the zany, howling mad Murdoch provided much-needed comic relief. However, one mystery remained throughout the show. We never learn Murdoch's real first name. While Hannibal's first name is John, Faces is Templeton, and BA stands for Bosco Albert, Murdoch's full name remains a secret. All we ever know are his initials HM. Now, before Dirk Benedict became Face, the role originally belonged to Tim Dunnigan. However, after filming the pilot episode, producers decided that Dunnigan looked too young to convincingly play a Vietnam War veteran. He was swiftly replaced with Benedict, who went on to make the role his own. If you're enjoying the video, a subscribe to the channel would be proof that plans really do come together. Despite the show's love of explosions, gunfights and all-round mayhem, the A-Team became known for its no casualties policy. Villains might be thrown from windows, vehicles exploded, and endless gunfire exchanged, but miraculously no one ever seemed to get hurt. The only exception to this unwritten rule was the death of General Fulbright in the episode The Sound of Thunder. The character of Hannibal was loosely based on Lieutenant Colonel Gordon Bo Gritz, a controversial Army Special Forces soldier. Gritz was known for his efforts to recover missing soldiers after the Vietnam War, and his exploits helped shape Hannibal's character. Season 4 saw Mr. T briefly leave the set during filming. He was upset by both a personal family loss and the air conditioner was annoying him on the cruise ship where the episode was being shot. Tired of the heat and the situation, he had himself helicoptered off the set and gave the producers a list of demands. They weren't happy with this and came very close to firing Mr. T. Thankfully, though, tensions cooled and Mr. T was able to continue with the show. One of the biggest misconceptions about the A-Team is that B.A. Baracus frequently said, "I pity the fool." But this line was never actually spoken on the show. The phrase originates from Mr. T's role in Rocky III from 1982, where his character Clubber Lang says, "I don't hate Balboa, but I pity the fool." It's easy to see how this phrase became associated with BA, but it was never uttered during the series. The show's central premise revolves around the A-Team's wrongful conviction. In 1972, the team was tasked with a covert mission to rob the Bank of Hanoi, with the intention of using the gold bullion to help end the Vietnam War. Although they successfully completed their mission, they returned to find their commanding officer murdered and headquarters destroyed. With no proof that they were acting under orders, the team was imprisoned in a maximum security stockade, sparking the show's narrative of them becoming soldiers of fortune. Though the A-Team was a massive hit in its early years, by its 5th season, NBC wasn't giving it the same attention. Viewership had plummeted, and the show's finale was even aired out of order. The second-to-last episode, The Grey Team, was meant to conclude the series, but it was accidentally shown before the penultimate episode, Without Reservations, which aired over 2 months later during reruns. In Without Reservations, Murdoch is wearing a shirt that says almost fini, fini being French for finished, and in The Grey Team he wears one that says just fini, a subtle hint to what was happening to the series. One of the best elements of the A-Team was its rousing theme music, composed by Mike Post. A prolific composer of the 80s, Post also created the themes for Magnum P.I., L.A. Law, Hill Street Blues, and Quantum Leap. His work on the A-Team became an indelible part of the show's appeal. Mr. T was known for his muscle-bound physique, his mohawk, and his incredible collection of gold jewellery. At its peak, his jewellery weighed between 15 and 18 kilograms. However, in 2005, Mr. T decided to give up his famous chains after helping with the relief efforts following Hurricane Katrina. He felt it would be insensitive to continue wearing the gold when so many had lost everything. In an attempt to address criticism of the A-Team being too male-dominated, producers introduced female characters in the first 2 seasons. Melinda Kalea was cast as Amy Allen, a journalist who joined the team. She was written out in the 2nd season, and the consensus seems to be that there was bad blood between her and Peppard from the beginning. Coulier claimed the animosity spread, and by the 2nd season the entire cast ganged up on her to get her fired. Her replacement, Marla Heasley, who played Tonya Baker, fared no better. Heasley later revealed that Peppard bluntly told her she wasn't wanted on the show. The 4th season of the A-Team featured some notable guest stars. Wrestling superstar Hulk Hogan appeared in 2 episodes, playing himself. Similarly, pop icon Boy George made a memorable appearance in the episode Cowboy George, while Rick James, the singer of Super Freak, also made a guest appearance. German broadcasters found the A-Team to be excessively violent and only aired 26 of the 98 episodes. Despite the show's relatively tame depiction of violence, especially when compared to modern standards, German authorities decided that a significant portion of the show was unsuitable for their audiences. Hannibal's love for cigars was a signature trait of the character, but in real life, George Peppard was more of a cigarette smoker. He smoked heavily throughout his life, but quit in 1992 after undergoing surgery for lung cancer. Unfortunately, Peppard passed away from pneumonia in 1994 while still battling cancer. Fans of Battlestar Galactica may have noticed a nod to Dirk Benedict's previous role as Lieutenant Starbuck. In one episode of the A-Team, a Cylon, one of the iconic Battlestar Galactica villains, strolls past a bemused-looking face, a cheeky reference to Benedict's sci-fi past. In addition to the TV show, the A-Team also spawned a series of novels and comic books. There were 10 novels in total, some of which were only published in the UK. 3 comic books were also released, which were later combined into the A-Team storybook. There was, of course, the 2010 big-screen adaptation of the series, starring Liam Neeson and Bradley Cooper. But Mr. T wasn't a huge fan, saying, "People die in the film and there's plenty of sex, but when we did it, no one got hurt, and it was all played for fun and family entertainment. These seem to be elements nobody is interested in anymore. It was too graphic for me." And there you have it, folks. You now know a little bit more about the A-Team. If you enjoyed the video, which I presume you did as you got this far, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos coming to Rocky Watches Movies. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.